Hello, boys and girls. This is Old Uncle Al, or Die Bullfrog 79. And I've been thinking, okay, this is my last video for a while. I'd like to do a shout out thanks to Wolfpack Woodcraft. Big shout out. They're finally aboard. Jerry from Hunting Shooting Air Guns. Big shout out to him. You should check out his video, Urban Preppers, What You Better be ready for. Go check it out. Uh, Tonight, it's going to be a long one. We might hit the 15-minute mark. We're going to talk of the original survivalists, the get a little tea. The original survivalist, Robert A. Heinlein. He used to be an engineer, a naval officer. He got tuberculosis serving in the Navy. That kind of cut short his career until World War II. Then he got an obsession, and with medical treatments, he went back as an officer. Now, Heinlein is also an engineer. When he wasn't with the Navy, he went to back to college and worked odd jobs and became an engineer. So LA Prepper might be interested in that. If you want to find out, go check out his bio on Wikipedia. Let's see. Always have notes. Just thinking, I got about 1,027 or 26 videos to go. Anyway, after World War II, Heinlein became from a socialist because in the 30s back then, most writers and engineers and college people were all socialists, and then they got the big shock of the big evil socialist Hitler. So that changed a lot of people, went the other way. Can't believe it's already 3 minutes. After World War II, Heinlein went from a socialist to a right-wing libertarian. He wrote 1964, Farnham's Freehold. I recommend anybody who is afraid of atomic warfare read that. And also he did, right after the A bombing in 1945, an article, it's like a Look magazine or Life magazine. A lot of you guys won't remember that reference, but a long time ago it was like a big people's kind of picture, but it had articles. And he wrote an article in Look called How to Be a Survivor to Survive an A-Bomb War. Remember, folks, this was 1945. He stated, like Jerry in his video, you got to get ready for it, or any kind of disaster. But if it's an A-bomb war, I'm not worried between China or Russia. Those guys, they know how much they could lose, so they're not going to do anything. They're going to have a proxy war with nukes. Probably a little country they back with nuclear weapons taking potshot at us, which is not a good idea. One thing, if we do have an event like that, you're going to be on your own. Think instant caveman, just add water. Okay, you don't want to be that. So you're going to be on your own, like back to the 1840s. Bad thing is, if you're going to be in a city, it's going to be really bad. It's going to be 1.5 million people dead. Okay, that's the major cities. Reason why? They can't survive without our tech. Sorry, that's plain fact. You look how people reacted to hurricanes and storms and floodings, and yet people who seemingly were capable to survive died. Because you got to remember, in the West, irrigation and folks, AC, air conditioning. Without those two, the West will never be settled. Now, my family were nuts. They liked the bad extreme environments. So. Okay. It falls under two categories on Heinlein's article. I'm just updating a few points and theorizing on others. Strategical. Don't be in a major target site. The only three major target sites that we got to worry is LA, big target site, Washington, D.C., and New York. And there's secondary targets like Chicago and other major cities, but those are the big three. Washington, D.C., New York, L.A. If you pop those three, I don't think the country's going to be in pretty good shape. Again, 145 million dead. Let's see. You have to think strategically. As long as you're away from the major cities, highways, everything else. And like me, I'm kind of semi-retired. I got my little getaway spot. I can get away on one tank of gas filled up, and I'm out of here. Plus, I'll carry an extra can of gas, get me a little bit further to a place where I got fish, know where his game is, and I can put up a small garden plot. Now, Heinlein mentioned a few other things. That was the first group. Second group. Okay. Oh boy. Now, Heinlein used to be a military man, and he kind of quietly figured it out on certain weaponry. I kind of agree with him. I kind of updated with me. So if you're following Heinlein's How to Be a Survivor plan, you probably need a high-powered scoped rifle. Because most of your shootings in that situation, one, both going to be really scarce unless you know how to reload. Two, you want distance factor. So it'd be minimum of a 500 to 600 yard shot. And you got to know wind drift and everything. Uncle Alan knows all that wonderful stuff. And yep, a good high-powered scoped rifle between 500 and 600 yards, probably on a bipod mount, because you're not going to be standing and shooting this. You're going to have a rest, or it's going to be on the ground to get maximum accuracy. This isn't close-in fighting. I guess we got too away from the realities of the world, and we thought, oh yeah, we could do it in the movies. Everybody's shooting ammo. Well, bullets are going to be scarce. And a lot of people don't understand that means every shot got to count. Okay, let me cross this out so I don't backtrack. Okay, when the shit hit the fan situation, we're already at the 10-point mark. We have 3 preparation groups that Heinlein always mention it in this article and quotes and speeches. First group he always mentioned, he gave a speech, I think it was a college in Santa Clara or San Jose, about your body assets. Now remember, he had tuberculosis, he served in the military, so he recommends a lot of people go to the gym, get rid of the punch. I have, like on Glenn, I gotta get rid of this fat boy, I gotta lose another 55 pounds. I gotta get rid of the punch, increase endurance and wind. And that's gonna be fun. Now, my shot records are pretty up to date. I already got typhoid and cholera, so I'll beat most of you guys. And I know even flu shot and pneumonia, I still beat you guys on that one. Well, I don't have hardly any teeth, so keep your teeth in best of shape. If you have wear glasses, get several pairs, or get corrective surgery for your eye. Contacts, not a good idea. That was the first group. You want to get your body trained and in shape. Now, I know a lot of people will he and haw that, but he also recommends some kind of hand-to-hand combat like judo or karate. Your body has to realize they're known as training. Anyway, this is part 1. And we're going to go part 2. I want to keep it under 13 minutes so I don't bore people to death. And I'm not trying to curse or scare people. Okay. Anyway, boys and girls, this is Uncle Al signing off. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I got a few videos and then I'm going to enjoy myself while I'm taking off. Remember, getting to the big jump. So I hope this helps out. And I hope you stick around for part 2.